Hello, my name is Jeff Mathews, co-inventor of the AllSet Master Stone Setting Kit. In this video, we wanted to specially cover the Easy Cut Prong Guide and how easy it is to use and how you can benefit from it. I have one set up here. This is the Easy Cut Prong Guide. But before we use this, I would like to show you why it's so important, or the value in using this, and also how quick and easy it is to use. We've all done simple settings work like this. Maybe we're doing a 6-prong head, maybe for a solitaire head, or maybe even something as simple as this die struck head right here. But one of the things that we realize in doing a stone setting like this is that when we come in with a burr, what's the one thing that happens? The burr tends to grab that prong and want to wrap around. Of course, that causes more work for us. But the other problem is that we want to also ensure that we're the uniform depth down on all 4 of these prongs, therefore causing the stone to be straight. When we do this by hand, we may get it right, but it's certainly easier with the AllSet Easy Cut Prong Guide. The other thing that we want to do is control how deep we're actually cutting into the prong. Go too far, it weakens the prong. Not enough, non-secure stone. So let us show you how this can actually help in setting something even as simple as this. Now what I'd like to do, let's go ahead and install the burr into this. Let's use this same one. And what I want to do is go ahead and show you a few of the details involved in what's going on in this Easy Cut Prong Guide. At the top portion right here, you see this is a fence guide right here. It's attached, as this one is, with 2 washers. One is called a Belleville washer, and what that does is when you loosen this screw just a little bit, what it does is it continues to put pressure down on this, but it allows you to move this or adjust this guide right here, as you see. Now this fence guide, rarely will you ever have to make adjustments on it. The other thing is, if you'll notice, I put that guide right underneath that burr. When I set this up originally, what I did is actually took that burr and cut down into this piece of stainless steel, this fence guide. I wouldn't be so overly concerned about using or ruining this guide. Because it is stainless steel, we have extra material here. Over the years, if you keep eating that material up, of course you can slide in more and benefit from it. But let me go ahead and tighten this up where I think it should be. I think that'll work very well right there. Now I'll go ahead and tighten that up. Now this in the back is optional. I don't always use this right here because mainly what I do is custom work. That being that the prongs may be a little bit different, different shape stones and things like that. But it's great when you're doing something like this where you have an even distance in the prongs. I'll show you how that works. Just like the fence guide over here, the stop guide will allow you to adjust for how deep the stone goes in. Notice one key part right here. There is a gap between the edge of the prong and this stop guide right here. What that means is, as I turn the motor on and I do my cutting, I can pull this back only so far. Why? Because it stops on this back prong right here. If I slide this out, it may cut too much of the prong off, and we wouldn't want that. So what we want to do is we want to adjust this, and that's the reason you have it notched out there, because you can easily look over and see exactly the depth that you're going to be cutting. And let me make that adjustment here. You know, you can always cut a little and then always cut more later at a later time without ruining anything. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to go ahead and put this in the flex shaft here. Okay. Now what I'm going to do, let's go ahead and do an actual cut with this. You see, I pulled back, and what I'm doing is I'm actually holding this piece and rotating it and making sure that it's real secure next to the fence up here, and then the stop allows it to only go back so far. Now I can pull it out, and as you can see the results, you've got a cut there. Now you can examine it, make sure that's exactly the depth you want, and if it's the right location. Then you just rotate it to the next prong, as you see here. And we've done our second cut. Let's go ahead and do the third. And let's go do our fourth. Now when you have 4 prongs, you can have 6 prongs, whatever the case may be, these guides are really thin through here. That allows you access to even smaller stone setting that you might need to do. Now one thing great about these guides here is you can shape them however you would like. Matter of fact, you can actually buy this material if you wanted to customize yours for your particular needs. You can buy this. This is actually stainless steel key stock, 1/8 inch square. You can buy it at any really good hardware store for very inexpensively. So again, going back to the 6 prong, you can see that you can easily get in there and make those adjustments. Of course, we'd have to adjust our depth control right here if we were doing it for this. Thank you very much for previewing the AllSet Stone Setting system. I know you're going to enjoy it. Like any tool, it takes a little bit of time getting used to it. Once you do, you've got it made.